Well, here it is, first video in the new studio. Same studio, just different setup. I really like it a lot. I decided to spend some time on the aesthetics, and I dig it quite a bit. So I haven't been posting much lately, just because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, and I always want everything to look great and be great, and you know, I was trying to figure out the right content to post and all that other stuff, and I think I'm gonna just say screw all that. Like, I want it to look good in here, and I think it does for the video or whatever, but this look in here isn't for the video. It's for me. I think I just need to start shooting, documenting the experience and my thoughts and feelings during the process, and just put it out there and see what happens. I've got some video, just a little bit, that I shot with my phone for all of the stuff that we did to the room, and it wasn't. Spent the last 2.5 days trying to get this monster working correctly. As of right now, I've upgraded to Pro Tools 12. It's working fine. Had some trouble with my UAD pieces. Got it working. Got the Yamaha MODX hooked up and MIDI'd up and working correctly. So the only other things that I need to work on right now I need to make sure my plugins work. I haven't tried any of my plugins yet. Also, I need to start working on the guitar tones. I've got the new Mesa Mark V. It's new to me anyway. But I got to work on mic placement and all that stuff. I think I want to buy an isolation cabinet so I can keep it all in here. But I've got a long speaker cable run and a long mic run where I can keep the two heads in here. I've got the Boogie and the Marshall now, and put the cabinet somewhere else. So I can tweak the tones. It's easier that way. But yeah, this is it. This is the studio. I'll drop in some footage in just a second. You can see what you think about it. I'm excited to finally be getting down to it. I've got a whole bunch of songs that I've written over the last 5 years. A bunch of ideas anyway. They'll need to be flushed out and everything. I've got a couple of really good singers lined up. I think the last video that I posted, I was thinking about going instrumental because I didn't want to bring in another writer, but then I did this. It wasn't really an experiment, but I called up a good friend, Kevin, and who's an amazing singer, and just asked him if he would be interested. And so I sent him a track, and like 20 minutes later he gave me the first verse, and it was perfect. Giving him nothing other than a title, he gave me back a very well-constructed verse with melodies that matched what I heard in my head almost perfectly. I think I just asked him to change two notes, and one of them wasn't changing the note itself. It was just changing how long he held it. So that was pretty inspiring. So since then, he's given me verse, chorus. We've got to work on a bridge, and then a chorus out. And I don't know, as far as that process, he's got a great studio set up at home and his vocals sound amazing, so I don't know if he's going to track there and send it back and forth that way, or I don't know if we're going to set it up and track it here. I've got a couple of really good microphones. I think I'm going to get one of those vocal isolation things. If I can find a picture, I'll post it up, like right here maybe. But essentially, instead of having to isolate an entire room, you just stick the mic inside this semicircle, essentially, semi-oval, I guess, and it helps isolate the vocals, and I think that's going to work great. The only other things, I need to look at an isolation cabinet. I'm trying to decide if I want to. Right now I'm using a Marshall 412, a slant 412, and I played through a Mesa Boogie the other day. I think it was through a Ubershaw head though, but I really like that Mesa sound, so I need to decide a couple of things. If I'm just going to use the Mesa and the Marshall cabinet, or if I'm going to use the Mesa head and a Mesa cabinet, or if I want to do the isolation cabinet. I really like the idea of just micing off a single 112 in an enclosed box that I can keep in here with me, so I can adjust, like just play for a minute, record it, listen back, adjust the mic as I need to, and not have to run 3 rooms that way. So I think that's everything. Like I said, I'm going to start trying to put these videos out more often. They might be short, they might be 5 minutes, they might be 30 minutes. I'll try not to ramble too long. I need to find out, or I need to figure out, I have a lavalier that I use for my real estate sessions. So I need to find out if I want to start using that, or if I'm going to use the Rode mic that I have on top of the camera, or I could use the SM7B on a stand and just pull around this way. And then that might work, because I'm going to start recording guitar parts into Pro Tools while I'm vlogging, and then I'll drop that audio in the vlog. So I'm just going to juggle all this stuff and see what happens. So I might have a great video and then a really sucky video, or they might all suck, who knows. I just want to say I really appreciate your patience with the album, especially those of you who have already purchased the album. It's by no means do I want you to think that I'm avoiding. It's just, I don't know, I mean, if you saw the other video, you know what's going on. Like, I can't sing anymore, the vocal cords are screwed up, the therapy is just too expensive. I haven't tried singing in probably a year. I've just been trying to go as easy as I can with it. So I might try it, see what happens. I think that's everything as far as this video goes. Let me zoom out a little bit. So it's a good space. I'm very comfortable with it. I'm just keeping one guitar and one bass out at arm's length. The rest of them I'm keeping in their cases. I started having some issues. I keep this door closed because the cat comes in here and claws on my phone, but it gets really, really hot in here, and then when the heater turns off, then it gets really, really cold in here, and I think that was starting to affect some of the necks. So the guitars, except for the one I'm using at the moment, they're all going to stay in the gear closet. So anyway, I'm excited. Hopefully I'll be able to post once or twice a week. That's the plan anyway. We'll see what happens. And I'll end with I'll let you hear one thing I've been working on. I don't know how this is going to translate because it's just through the microphone. So and like I say, it's practice. We'll see what happens.